Hello everyone, it's me Linda. Welcome to Lenny P's Place. I hope this finds everyone doing well today. As for me, I'm doing just fine. So this is Monday. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Mine was pretty quiet. Well, part of it was. My son and my granddaughter both came and stayed overnight with me on Saturday night. My son and I watched Alabama get their royal butts kicked. I hate to have to say that, but the truth is the truth. My boys didn't do too well, but they'll do better next week, I'm sure. Or this week, really, Saturday. So anyway, we had a good time. We had dinner. We watched the game. Played with my sweet little sugar baby. And yeah, we had a fun Saturday and Saturday night. And now I'm going to work on Marguerite Miller collage challenge. This is week number 37. So weeks are just going right on down. So I've picked out my stuff that I'm going to be using. I still have to go through here and find a card. I'll do that in a few minutes. A zigzag pattern. I'm going to use some Rick Rack. A bell. There's a bell on the top of the church. A famous city. I think I'm going to be able to get that. I'm hoping I can get that out of my cards. Here, get 2 for 1. Something that reminds you of a wedding. Well, we have the church, and I have the bride and groom. And postage stamp. Got one right here. Okay. Oh, I did get this big card out of New York City. I might use this for the famous city, but I'm really hoping I can get one out of here so I don't have to use this great big card. Of course, I could trim it down. We'll see. When the time comes, we'll see what happens. So we might as well get on with this. I need to trim my page down because I know it's too wide. I got this picture out of Ideals magazine. Let's see, is that going to work? Nope, got to do a little more trimming. I'm not sure I got that real straight either, so, but that's okay. I don't want to trim too much. Let me see what I need to be. Okay. I think right about here I'll do it. So have you been getting some fun crafting done? I didn't get much done this weekend. Worked on my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery some. Got it too short now. Oh well, it'll be okay. It'll be just fine. Let's see. I'm going to take a little bit off the bottom. And a little off the top, I think. Let's see how much needs to come off the top. Just a little. I didn't think this through very well. I just picked out my images and thought that, so, and I certainly measure very well because my thing's a little short, but that's okay. I'll just move it over here and I'll put my Rick Rack down the side. That'll work. That'll work just fine. Okay. I forgot what I was talking about. I guess it doesn't matter. We're supposed to get some cooler weather, and well, I'm so happy about that. It's been right around 100 for the last few days, and it's been so hot and sticky because it's been high humidity. It's been awful. And I think we're finally going to get some cooler weather. I think we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow, and then the cooler weather's supposed to come in. Of course, I know we're not the only ones. There's a lot of people that's been very hot, so I'm sure they're all just as excited as I am, looking just as forward to the cooler weather as I am. Let me trim this off right here a little bit. There we go. So there. I think I'm going to fussy cut this a little bit better than it is. I don't know what I did with my scissors, so let me get a different pair, because those are going to be too big for cutting this. I don't know where the other ones went. I'll try to use these. I don't know how, I guess they're sharp enough. I don't want to go I'm not going to go too terribly close, I don't think. I'm going to leave a little bit of a border around this. Or maybe I won't. No, I don't think I will. And I'm not going to keep those flowers on there. I'm just going to let that end right there. And can't cut and talk at the same time. I'm not a multitasker. Can't chew gum and walk at the same time. Yeah, I can do that. Kinda. I used to be better at it than I am now. So anyway, there was a big rose or a big some kind of flower that they were holding in this picture, and I been trying to figure out what to put on the top of it, and I think I finally came across something. I kept the big flower, but I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to use it. I need to trim this a little. I don't know if I want to go too far down in there with this. I can always come back. Be a whole lot easier to come back and cut it than it will be to... I can't see very well around her hair. It's too dark up against the green background. I hope I don't cut part of her head. So anybody do any thrifting over the weekend? I did go into thrift store. I said I wasn't going to, but I had a dermatology appointment, and I just had to pass right by it, so I thought, well, you know, might as well go in and take a quick little look. I really didn't buy very much though. I just bought a few things, and I'm not even sure I bought enough to, well, I might do a little haul if I have time. If I have time. I have plenty of time. I have more time than I know what to do with. I'm very good at wasting time. Very, very good at wasting time. I have not been able to really settle into a groove or a routine yet since my husband passed away. I kind of just go with the flow. I go with whatever. If I've got something to do, I'll do it. If I don't always, I'm not always in the mood to come in here and do something. Sometimes I just can't keep my mind on it. And other times I do. The one thing that I find is very good for me as far as concentrating is doing my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, doing my slow stitching. And I don't know if it's because, I don't have to really think a lot about it, but yet I have to pay attention to what I'm doing. I mean, I don't want to stick myself with the needle or stitching way over in a place where I'm not supposed to be. But I mean, as far as for having to sit down and really do a lot of planning, I don't have to do that right now. The prompt is just, the prompts have been very, very easy and not a whole, well, you can make them as, I guess you can make them as much, as detailed or as, you can put as much into it as you want to. So it's been good for me because the project is not as, well, how do I say it? It's, we have a lot of options and interpretation, or freedom to interpret the way we want to. And I mean, it's really been good for me. I needed it right now, so I'm very thankful. Because sometimes I can't just sit and get my thoughts together to keep focused long enough to look through my books and find what I need for this project, if you know what I mean. I started a journal so that I would have something that I could work on and just do whatever I wanted to in it, but I haven't did too much in it. I thought maybe later on this afternoon I might work in it a little. So I think I'm going to cut part of this off. I don't know that I really like, well, I'm going to have to anyway. I think I'm going to cut some of this. I don't want to cut it all, but I'm going to cut part of this. I don't want all that on there. It takes up too much space. I think I'll do it there. I think that's good. And then I'm going to trim this little piece off of her dress right here. She don't need all that on there. There, I think that'll be fine. Just like that. Anyway, as I was saying, I have been mostly working on Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. It just seems to be the thing that I can concentrate on the most. Of concentrating. I don't have to concentrate that hard on it. So but I'm doing well. And I don't, I don't want to sit around and feel sorry for myself or anything like that. I mean, I'd love nothing more than for my husband to be here. We've spent so many years together, and I'll always feel like there's a part of me that's not complete because he's not here. And after 51 years, it's hard to know, you know, what to do with myself, especially since the last 21, 22 years. He's been retired, and so that's been, he's been at home. And now he's not. I had to get used to him being home all the time, which was a hard thing. But now I have to get used to him not being here, which is a hard thing. So, oh yeah, I was going to cut that out, but I forgot, so that's good enough. Okay. This, where is that? Here. This big flower was up here, and I don't like that. I don't think that looks good at all. So I looked in my book, and I found this little thing that says I do. So they're having a little sign that says I do. And because I didn't know how to hide the stick, I could cut it off, but then they're still holding it down where I couldn't cut it. So they have a little sign that says I do. There. And let's see, what's next? I guess I better decide. See, I didn't want to use this big card down here. I could use just the New York part right here, but then let me see what I can find, because I still got to use a playing card. Well, there's Statue of Liberty, so we know that's in New York City. That would fit. But let me see what else is here. These are national park cards, so there's not going to be a lot, I don't think, as far as city goes. Oh, there's the St. Louis, Missouri. The arch, the big arch. And the city's on that one, so that might be good. There's the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. I don't think I'm going to look any further. I think one of these will work. Let's see. I'm leaning towards this one. Maybe they're going to take their vacation out west, and they're going to start right there at the gateway to the west. I think that's what that is, isn't it? I don't know. I don't remember. I think so. Anyway, that's settled. Now, what else do we have to do? Let's see. I got my playing card with my famous city. I think St. Louis is a famous city, right? It is if you live in the United States, anyway. A bell. There's my bell. Something that reminds you of a wedding. Well, we got the bride and the groom. And the bonus is a postage stamp. Let's see. I already took out a postage stamp, but here it is. It's nothing special, it's just a stamp. but it is a stamp. So we'll tear off around it. Probably put it up here somewhere, but before we do that, I got to put my rickrack on, and I got to put my, I may cut these out today. I think it'll make it easier. Because I didn't do a 2-page spread, my pages, I mean my space to work in is not very big. The book is not that big. So I think next time I'm going to do a 2-page spread next year if Marguerite does this again. I hope she does. I need a bigger book. Either that or I need to use 2 pages instead of 1, because it just doesn't give a lot of room to get all the prompts in. All right, I'll put that up there, and I could have did this first. Had this done, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. Sometimes if I get everything prepared, before I know it, I'm already working on it. And I forget. Whoops. So next week I'm going to go to my daughter's and spend about a week and a half, I guess. So I'll probably be behind on things when I get back, because I probably won't do anything. Well, I might get this done for next week before I go. Kind of depends on if I can keep my mind on it long enough to get all my stuff done. Maybe I should just find something and then wait a little while and come back and find the next thing, because otherwise I get myself in a mess. Let's see, something reminded me of a wedding. I think I can put that right there. So I won't trim that up anymore. But, oh, I guess I can move these out of the way now, since I know how I'm doing it. So I think I'm going to could put my stamp up. I could put my card up here, because I kind of like it down here. I don't know. I think I will put it down there. I put let's do this first. I probably could have used some newer rickrack on here. Not used my good old stuff, but that's okay. I got quite a bit of this one. So, did I get it long enough? Yep. All right, let's put this down. What do I want to use to put this down with? I think I can put it down with this. There's a piece of deli paper. Let me lay this on here. I don't want to get it on my book. So, yeah, I'm going to go to my daughter's, and she took some days off from work. So, we'll go do something fun. I'm sure. And I'll probably get to see my grandson. My daughter lives in Williamsburg. My grandson lives in Richmond. So that's about an hour away. So I'm hoping I get to see him. I haven't seen him in a while. I guess I better have my granddaughter come over and have a sleepover with me Saturday or Fridays before I leave, because I'm leaving, when am I leaving? Thursday. I'm leaving on Thursday. So I need to spend some time with her before I go. I'm kind of sitting here thinking out loud, I guess is what I'm doing. Okay, get in line where you're supposed to be. There we go. There's my rick rack. My zigzag pattern. Glue right there. Well, I might as well leave this off. I got to put my put this on. Gonna have this finished in just a minute. There. Put this up here. And something that reminds me of, well, let's see, I was going to put that down right here. Right across them will be fine. Whoops, I almost put it up upside down. Move that out of the way. A bell or bells. Goes up here. Zigzag pattern. I'm holding off because I'm indecisive. Is that the word? Indecisive. About where I want to put this, because wherever I put this, then I got to put my stamp somewhere. I think I'm going to put this down here, but that's glossy, so I better, I don't know, what should I use? This, I guess. I guess this art glitter glue is the best thing to use for that, right? I'm not sure. All right, this is going here. Bonus postage stamp. Go there. Oh no, this got to go here. Plain card. I almost made a boo-boo and put this in the wrong place. There we go. And a famous city. St. Louis. I probably could have found something more exciting. But hey, they're getting ready to go out west, so this is where they wanted to go. They wanted to start right there, so they kind of look like the out west type, don't you think? Let me put my stamp on first. Go right up here. And then this. And that makes it done, I think. Pretty sure. Okay, there we go. I think that's it. All right, let's just do a little checking. I got my postage stamp, a bell, something that reminds you of a wedding, a famous city, St. Louis, and a playing card. I could use either side. So that's my playing card. All right, then I think that has got this done. Another one in the books. And that's it. So I suppose I'll say goodbye for now. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll be back next week, I hope, for week 38. So everybody stay safe, be well, be happy, and I will talk to you later. Bye for now.